Oh, there you go. Full time, 3-2. You're on the beers, and that's needed, mate, to sort of get over the disappointment of today, innit?
Yeah, mate. It was a bit of a sluggish performance, I think. To be honest, it was very poor from the defenders' point of view for the for all three goals. To be honest, I think that Sibley looked. I wouldn't say he looked different class, but I feel like looking at the possession stats, it was like I think they had about 60-70% possession of the ball. And I think that's just ridiculous for a team who want to try and get into the playoffs, and then all the players are bigging it up, saying that we're going to need like nine final. It's like, oh yeah, nine finals from there. Like, stay focused. Let's like hurry up. Let's get into these playoffs. And then for that performance to come out of that, I was shocked, to be honest. I feel like we just looked so far off the pace.
Well, the thing is, like, you're right what you're saying. And look, a football club, part of the job at the football club and any business is to push it in a positive direction. So you're going to get a certain amount of, the players, they're buzzing. But it really felt like they was all saying it, and it was really getting drummed into us that they were super fit, super confident. And with Derby's fitness regimes not even allegedly compulsory, you would have thought it was the opposite way around there, didn't it? Look like we haven't been fucking training through the summer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you could look at the fact that you might look at the fact of Callum Davidson leaving the club. I think, to be fair, I think that was a bit of a strange one. To be honest, I mean, yeah, he's gone to like, manage St Johnstone and stuff, but I feel like it's a strange time for him to leave the club. And I'm thinking, I don't know if that's going to have a bit of anything to do with it, but the players didn't really, they just didn't really look up to the pace, to be honest. Like, I mean, I think our best player of that game would have probably been someone like Marlon Romeo or even Ryan Leonard, who, let's be fair, a lot of us have slagged off in the past and said, yeah, he's not our best. Like, he's not our best player. I don't think we should see him in a Millwall shirt again. But in looking at that performance he had today, I feel like he was one of our better players out there. And I feel like Jed. I feel like there was a few players like Jed, who was off the boil, and they just. I don't know if they didn't look interested, but we let them have so much possession of the ball, and then we're sitting back. And I think we was all touching on this earlier. It's like I was talking to my dad and that, and we was like, well, if the fans were there, we would have got on the players' back so much. And that last 20 minutes, rather than like them having comfortable control of the ball, we would have been closing them down, and we would have had, like, obviously, like I say, I had the fans behind us. And then when the fans do get frustrated from like 50th to the 60th minute, if we're 2-1 down, then the manager does think, right, we have to make it. I feel like there's a lot more pressure on a manager to make changes when the fans are there. Do you know what I mean?
Because you know what? He was in the technical area quite a lot during the game in the first half, and the commentators and I follow were saying Gary Rowett's going absolutely mad, like blah blah. And I thought he's going to change it at half time, but he didn't. He left it a fair while. Then when he was going to change it, Hutchinson got injured, and that did break our momentum a bit. And then after that, just waiting for the second goal, and then I was thinking, they're going to get a third as well, which they did. It was just almost waiting for the inevitable. You can't argue with that result, can you?
Yeah. I mean, I was saying to the boys earlier as well. I was saying that I don't know why he didn't change it at half time, but I always, I believe in Rowett now. I think he's done a fantastic job since he's come in, and I think that us looking at it from like the break, I think the break must have it's massively affected us. Like, I think we had a 3-0 win away at like Nottingham Forest. On the back of that, was all buzzing, thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna walk over Derby, 2-3-0 win, and then all the viruses come out and everything's happened. But I don't really know, Dan, mate.
You think if we beat Forest, no coronavirus, we play Derby the following Saturday at home. You think the result?
Mate, I think we would have walked all over them. I think it's all about the momentum. That's it, momentum. And it was like today, I just felt like there was no midfield there whatsoever. I felt like it was non-existent. And I did say this to them, to the boys. I said, this for me is the worst performance under Gary Rowett. And I don't know if it's the way the breaks affect that. Everyone's always saying, oh yeah, but you got to think, like, we've had a long break. Like, it's affected us. The players are going to be sluggish. But like Derby, how did Derby go on and then control the game and then end up winning the game 3-1? Like, they've had the same amount of time off as we've had. And I don't know, it just really got on my nerves. I felt like I was watching a Neil Harris game, and it even got to like 15 minutes left of the game, and I actually thought, you know what, they're going to end up winning this for like 3 or 4-1.
Mm.
And then about 2 or 3 minutes later was when the third goal went in, and I went, oh, do you know what, I'm not watching this anymore. And I couldn't watch the last 10 minutes because I thought,
that's probably why you just said 3-1, because we got another one back, John David-Varson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm completely forgetting about our last goal because it was too little, too late for me.
Could you take any positives from today?
Positives for me out of that game, as shocking as it sounds, Ryan Leonard.
Yeah.
I feel for me, I feel like Ryan Leonard, I don't know if he was playing him just off the striker to like close the keeper down, but he kept it. If you looked at the performance, he kept on closing the keeper down every time they was playing it around that back 3 or 4. He was always like, and he was the one who looked most energetic for me.
Yeah.
And I think Romeo had a decent performance, but off the back of that, I think the players need to look at it and think, no, we definitely need to massively, massively up our game if we're going to go into these playoffs, because I think there must be about 5 or 6 teams now around that playoff picture who could get into it. Like they were saying to me earlier, they were saying Derby. They was going, Derby, they're nowhere near it. I said, no, if you look at the league table, I think they're level on point. They're level on points for us now.
Yeah.
So it is an open playing field for them I don't know if it's 5th and 6th, but them playoff spots are massively open for any team who can make a late run. And I felt like if we wouldn't have had that break in the game, then we would have been in the playoffs by now, and that we would have been. I had the confidence going into today's game, thinking, like, well, definitely before the break anyway. I had the confidence going into a Derby game, thinking, yeah, we're going to win. We're going to spank them 2 or 3-0. But now knowing that there's no fans there, for me, that does massively, massively affect the game and the outplay of it. And I've just got really, really pissed off, thinking I've waited so long to watch this, like to watch us play, and then I'm sitting there. I'm glad I didn't buy a fucking cardboard cutout now. I'd probably rip that up. You know what I mean? Like, my cardboard cutout would have probably been asleep looking at the performance. But listen, we've had a great run on the right so far. Hopefully he can keep it up, and hopefully we can go on to make the playoffs, and all of our dreams come true, winning promotion. But long way off it today anyway.
Come on, you!
There you go. Was that
getting involved?
Oh, your mum ratted.
Involved.
Well, I'll say. Cheers, mate. See you later, mate.